There is nothing that can come which will give you anything more than you already are. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita Ahuja, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Welcome to another episode of the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. Today is a very special episode because today is my 59th birthday, and I get to share it with you. I don't really have an agenda today, but I wanted to share maybe some ramblings from my 59-year-old perspective. I feel like I'm talking to you in front of me, like a friend sharing a coffee or a glass of wine. And I thank you for being here, spending this time with me, and celebrating with me and supporting this podcast. This last year has been one of growth and celebrations, losses, and I feel like through sharing all of those moments with you, you recognize that whatever you may be going through, we all often have similar hopes, dreams, and challenges. As my parents always say, and it's a bit of a running joke in our family, I have completed 59 years and I'm entering my 60th. It is hard for me to believe this actually, and I realize over the last week I've had several different emotions about it. But this quote from my meditation this morning really hit home. This is from Muji. There is nothing that can come which will give you anything more than you already are. What does that mean? It means we are complete just the way we are in every moment. No external factor, no other person, job, or material object can make us complete. The only thing that can make us complete is being in tune and aware of our own internal self and being happy and content with who we already are. The question is then, are you happy with who you are? When discontent comes, it is because we are not in sync with what our internal being is telling us. I go back to the emotions I was feeling this week, and I think there was a bit of sadness, to be honest. Sadness that my youth, my calendar youth, is gone. I no longer am that energetic, bouncy 20-year-old or that sexy, slim 30-year-old or even that successful, confident 40-year-old. But I am me. I am all of those previous identities rolled into who I am today. So I am perfect, just the way I am. I'm really happy with who I am. And one of the reasons I even started this podcast is to help you be happy with who you are. Of course, I'm not talking about anything external because, yes, I can lose another 25 pounds. My hair could be shinier and thicker. My skin could be smoother and brighter, and I could have made more money or done more things. Those things are external. And if we focus on those, we will never be happy. I'm talking about knowing your inner self, being in tune with how she feels, taking a break if she's tired, eating when she's hungry, working when she's energized, loving people whom she really loves and not because she has to. So, yes, nothing can come which will give me anything more than I already am, because I am complete in my own self every day. Another belief I live by is this, and this is from Abraham Hicks. She says that you never get it done and you cannot get it wrong. Life is supposed to be fun. We always believe, and I certainly did, that if we do this thing or that, or accomplish that or this, we will get it done and then we will be happy or fulfilled or complete. But there is always something else that we want or that we want to do or see. So we really never ever get it done. We're always chasing moving targets. And the problem is that we get frustrated when we don't achieve them, and then life won't be fun. I've learned in the last few years to reach for a target and to put my whole being into trying to reach it, but then forgetting about it, forgetting about the outcome or not being attached to the outcome, but enjoying the process of reaching it along the way. It's interesting. Do you often forget, like, what was it that I wanted to achieve in the first place? That tells you that you're on the right track because it's supposed to be fun along the way. Because when we enjoy the process, when we love what we do and who we are, new targets will be created along the way. When we are really connected to who we are, the steps in front of us will automatically be illuminated. I can say with absolute conviction that my 50s were years when I have grown more as an individual than I ever have. And that's a good exercise to look back at your decades and see how you've changed and grown. But this 50s decade was deliberate growth. By that I mean in our 20s, 30s, and 40s, our growth is often thrust upon us, and we often don't have control over it. School, marriage, kids, career, and it often feels like we're trying to tread water to stay afloat. Then our 50s hit, like it did for me, and that is when you can finally stop, usually, and ask yourself, if you give yourself permission to do so, ask yourself these questions. Is this where I really want to be? And is this who I really am? Those questions lead us on a real discovery of who we truly are. And that is the work. I feel so much happiness and appreciation for who I am today. And it's because I am the culmination of everyone who has touched me, all my experiences, good and bad, and yes, all that is to come also. I never would have had the courage to share these thoughts with anyone, but now I realize with the support of those who listen and read my words that sharing them will help you also. So many of us strive for something that we feel is going to make us happy and complete. Yes, they will give us temporary happiness, but until you know who you really are and why you are here, your ikigai, all of it doesn't really matter. When I think of my life right now, when I close my eyes, I envision my husband, my beautiful sons, and my new daughter in laws to be, my parents and my sisters, and all my nieces and nephews. I envision my good friends and the places I've visited and the amazing times we've had together. I envision birthday parties and weddings and trips to the beach and cities and mountains and safaris. I picture laughter and sadness over deaths. I remember holding my babies when they were soft in my arms. I remember my wedding day and the weddings of so many of my friends and family. And I also remember the first time I spoke into a microphone, or wrote a blog, or interviewed someone, or posted something on social media. I remember how scared I was and sometimes still am. All these memories have made me who I am, and the gratitude in my heart makes me cry, not with sadness, but with happiness and appreciation. I am who I am because of my people and the experiences I've had and my connection to my inner self. If you're not feeling complete, it's because something inside of you is missing. That is the work, my friend, to figure out the missing pieces. This life is quite a puzzle, isn't it? But I can say with honest and sincere certainty that I am complete today, and I will be every day moving forward. I thank you for listening. I thank you for being in my life and spending your precious time with me here. Know that I hear you, I feel you, and I want nothing but the best for you. I love you, and I love myself. Happy birthday to me.